Toby, overall assessment?
Yeah, disappointment obviously, because we came here to progress and we haven't achieved that. I think we've given a decent account of myself. We've earned some respect on this whole journey. But when you play against Saracens, it has to be an 80-minute performance, and there were elements where we're actually, in key moments in the second half where we, relinquished pressure or didn't exit well enough, and the little things that people don't necessarily fixate on, that's what they pride themselves in, and that's how they apply pressure to you, and constant pressure. And if you're not resilient to that, which we were for the considerable parts of the game, they exploit those little cracks, and those cracks get bigger.
There was a big swing last play of the first half. Some suggested there may be a knock-on in the previous ruck. The try as well. What was your view?
Well, I'm not going to get myself into hot water, but I wouldn't disagree with some of the suggestions. Let's put it that way. It was the scrum, the breakdown that followed it. But we. When you're away from home, you've got to get the rub of the green, right? And we spoke at half time and managed our frustration well, and try to turn it back to things that we can control. But when you come to places like this against championship teams that have won it, you need to do it tough and need to go above and beyond to take those things out of the equation.
And just the second half, obviously, Saracens are going to come back. They've not lost here 15 months, I believe. Possession was a problem, and discipline as well.
Yeah, so we talked about exits. We give them, either they put massive pressure on ours, and when we get them in there, and they're such a territory-based team, you don't want to let them out easy. So, penalty count lets them out easy, and our ability to build pressure in their half actually reduced in the second half, and they got stronger because they were basically dominating field position. Where in the first half, in particular, we were very much on top in relation to that, and scored some lovely tries on the back of it.
Justin came off first half. Justin Tippett, what was that injury?
Yeah, foot injury. Tips is a tough guy, and if he says he can't go, he can't go. So yeah, he's got a foot injury. He's hobbling around and pretty uncomfortable, and he could basically jump on the spot. But as soon as he had to move, he ruled himself out. Look, you need to get someone that's fit, on the pitch, because I can't actually do what I need to do.
Rhys, just the same question. Well, your overall riding thoughts straight after that?
Yeah, like Toby said, obviously disappointed. Just for large parts of that game, felt we dominated that game. Like I said, playing against a championship team like this, you need to be on the money for 80 minutes, and like you said, individual errors, exits, discipline, just back-to-back penalties, just can't let a team like Saracens into the game like that. And to be fair to them, look, they're a bloody good team, and they capitalised well on it.
That try in the second half came a crucial time. You give away a penalty, and it almost that chip through. That came almost immediately.
Yeah, look, it's like I said, I think it would have been a different game if we didn't concede that try just coming into half time. But like I said, individual errors, penalties just cost us the end of the day, and we were in a good place coming into the game. Obviously, we've had a good run in Europe. The togetherness with the team, backroom team, staff, has been one of the best I've been involved in. So look, for us now, we have to look at the positives on this, and look, we put out a huge performance today, and we just got to back this up now. Last two games of the season, and finish strong in the league.
I've got to ask you about that quick one. Was it an accumulation of the previous
lineouts? No, that's just on me. I thought he put his hand up to call for it, but instinct, and it is what it is, isn't it?
Just on that, to be fair, we knew that to beat Saracens, you have to take them out of their rhythm, right? So you got to force a bit. We didn't give them what they wanted all the time, and we knew that part of the game, not necessarily that instant. We knew that was a sentiment that we had to carry. We were going to do it our way, and that a lot of those things worked well for us. In that instance, it didn't. But no, I have no regrets in relation to for that. We knew that was part of what we had to do.
You look back at this campaign, 2 wins over Montpellier, Leicester away. It's the kind of form you want and have to take into the URC.
Yeah, I think this is. I was on record about this. I think that if you think about the international setup and where the games come and the amount we were with the contribution massively into the number of people that play for Wales and are away the week before because of camp, then, you know, we could get a few back because it was last, you know, at the end of this Six Nations period, because people hadn't played quite as much, but we still had to back them. We're set up to be a cup team in a way, if you think, when you contribute that much. So that's why this competition probably suited us. You know, however, in my time here, what it does allow you to do, if you're going to contribute so many, and obviously we want everyone to play at the top of the level, what it does mean is that your youngsters get fast tracked, and with fast tracking youngsters, there's going to be an ups and downs in performance, and you know it won't feel like it now, but there'll be some youngsters on that pitch that will be better for that experience for sure, because our plan is, you know, in however it takes, is to play in big games and win stuff, and those experiences are important. They didn't start, Sarries, you know, they started somewhere, and you know, and they've got a lot of a team that have been together for a hell of a long time, and they're a very, very good team because they all understand what they need to do for for a long time, and they're very good at it.
Just a political question finally, the 6 year.
One of my favourite questions. Yeah.
6 year I had to ask it.
That's all right.
It's obviously good start. It has to start somewhere.
Yeah, of course. And look, I think that it comes down to, you know, I make no bones about it. I want more money so I can sign more players because I want to be competitive and play in this competition. You know, I've got no bones about it. But the hand that you get dealt is we will deal with what we've got, and that's going to be very uncomfortable for us. Because of in particular, because of the contribution to Wales, because I think we need competitive teams, you know, in all competitions, because that generates the interest, the media interest. I mean, look at the amount of people watching this, and the more success we get, whatever success looks like, then the more momentum there is in Welsh rugby. That's a good thing. However, we also have to cut our cloth accordingly. I'm very mindful of that. So really, it comes down to, well, what does success look like? And those are questions that we'll have to, you know, all get used to.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
How's that for a political answer?
Beautifully done. You've done this before.
Just some thoughts on the travelling support here today?
Oh yeah, I thought they were absolutely, as I said that on the TV, I thought well, they were louder for one, which was brilliant, and yeah, part of our disappointment is, you know, we've been brilliantly supported wherever we've been, you know, even in Montpellier away, you know, there was some black and white there as well, which was lovely, and yeah, they've been on this journey with us, right? So I'm pleased that we put a performance. I'm disappointed it's not an 80-minute performance, but yeah, it was really important to give them something to cheer about, and I think we did that.